I'm Miss Heather from the Tewksbury Public Library, and I'd like to welcome you back to the next installment in our Mindfulness Meditation series. Last time, we talked about what mindfulness and meditation practices are, and we also reviewed 3 different techniques to use in your daily life. These techniques were the bubble breath, grounding, and affirmations. And as a reminder, meditation was what helps you to pause and quiet your mind, and it teaches your brain how to stay calm in stressful situations. Mindfulness helps you to become more aware of your body and your thoughts and also your surrounding environment. There's no such thing as a bad meditation practice. It's a practice. It can't really be good or bad. We're just learning to build up these skills and learning to be able to build up some more awareness of what our minds are doing. Today, I would like to invite you to find a comfortable place to sit. Maybe it's on a cushion on the floor or on a chair. You want your back to be straight but supported. Maybe you'll place a cushion behind you and whatever's behind you. If you're sitting on the floor, you can sit cross-legged or you can sit in a way that's comfortable for you. And if you're in a chair, ideally your feet will be resting flat on the floor, but if they are also resting on a footrest, that's okay too. You just want to be able to feel supported and comfortable while you're doing these practices. The first technique that we'll do today is called the cooling breath. And this breathing exercise definitely lives up to its name. It can not only help you to cool down your temper, but can also help your body to feel a little bit cooler, especially on a hot day. So to do this, you want to open your mouth a little bit and curl your tongue around so that it makes a circle. If you can't do that, some people can't turn their tongues into a circle, and that's okay. You can either choose to open your mouth and just let your tongue be flat. You might stick it out just a little bit past your lips. Or you can also choose to put your teeth together and your lips apart, and you do the practice that way. So really there are 3 different options for you to use. The way that I'll be showing this is with the tongue loop. And so what you'll do is you'll breathe in through the loop that you just made with your tongue, or in through your teeth, or in past your open mouth. So breathe in like that. And if you can curl your tongue, it's a little bit like slurping in air through a straw. That's kind of some of the sensation you might be feeling. Pause once you breathe in, and then breathe out slowly through your nose. You want to breathe out a little bit longer than the amount of time that you breathed in for. And just notice the sensations. Notice how it feels in your mouth. Notice how it feels in your nose. And just move the air past your tongue, past your teeth, in through the mouth, and then out through the nose. So do that a few times. Maybe you'll do it even for a full minute. Eventually you might even build up to do this for 3 to 5 minutes. And then think about how you feel once you've completed this practice. It's definitely important to take some time and reflect and try to think about what's going on while you're doing it, and then think about how you feel now that you've completed it. The next practice that we are going to try is called alternate nostril breathing. This practice requires you to touch your face, so you may want to wash your hands first. But this practice can help you feel more relaxed and more balanced. So it's a great one to try. You'll want to try to breathe in for 3 counts and breathe out for 3 counts. If you're not doing 3 counts, that's okay. It's just as long as you have some equal time to breathe in and equal time to breathe out. So you do want to have a balance when you're breathing, and then maybe after you do this practice, you might feel a little bit more balanced internally inside. To get started with this practice, you might choose to keep your eyes open with a soft gaze, or you may choose to close them. You'll hold your hands in an interesting way. You'll bring down your index and middle fingers so that the rest of your fingers are sticking up like this. And then you'll take your thumb, you'll cover your right nostril, you'll breathe in through your left nostril, and when you're just about fully breathed in, you can't take in much more breath, at that point cover your left nostril and then breathe out through the right nostril. Then you'll breathe back in through the right. Once you've almost breathed in all the way, switch back over to cover the right again. Breathe out through the left. That's one full sequence. So you want to always start with your right nostril being covered with your thumb. So to try this, you go ahead, breathe in. And keep doing that for maybe a minute or so, and eventually you may build up to do this for 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, could even be 10 minutes. Just enough where you feel balanced, you feel like you might have gotten something from it. And it's just a build up of these techniques. So you might do it a little bit shorter at first, but then you might keep going for longer. Once you've completed this practice, go ahead and think about how that made you feel. You may also be thinking about that while you're doing it as well. And just make sure that you do have a moment specifically set aside to reflect on it. All right, the last practice that we'll do today is a kindness meditation. You might have heard of something like this before. This meditation helps to remind us to be kind to ourselves, and also helps us to feel that kindness for ourselves and also for others. This is a longer practice. You might want to have 5 to 10 minutes set aside for it. Again, maybe you even build up to do it a little bit longer. You want to be in a quiet space, but you also want to be in a space where you feel comfortable speaking out loud. That's a really important part of this practice, this meditation practice that we'll do. All right, so to begin, you want to put your hand over your heart. You can keep your eyes open or you can have a soft gaze. And just take a moment here and feel your heart taking in positive energy as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, imagine that your heart is releasing any kind of stress, any kind of pain that you might be feeling. Just let that all out with your out breath. Take a few breaths here, breathing in that positive energy and breathing out anything that hurts, any kind of stress. And once you've done that a few times, keep your hand on your heart and repeat these phrases after me. May I be safe and healthy. May I feel loved. May I be happy. May I feel at peace. Now think of someone who's close to you, who you love very much. This might be someone in your family. It could be a close friend or a close mentor. And picture them sitting in the same room as you. When you have them in mind, keeping your hand on your heart, just like we did before, we're going to say the same phrases. May you feel safe and healthy. May you feel loved. And again, we're just thinking of that person who we love so much and sending out this positive energy to them. May you be happy. May you feel at peace. Next, think of someone you know, but maybe you don't know them very well. This might be someone who works at a store that you go to a lot. It might be the mail carrier. Picture them and picture them in the space where you usually see them. So if it's someone at the store, go ahead and picture them at that store. And keeping them in your mind, keeping your hand on your heart, we'll say those phrases again. May you feel safe and healthy. May you feel loved. May you be happy. May you feel at peace. And finally, think about all of the living things in the world. People, animals, nature. With all the love in your heart, stretch out your arms in front of you and repeat those phrases again. May you feel safe and healthy. May you feel loved. May you be happy. May you feel at peace. When you're ready, you can bring your arms back down to a comfortable spot, maybe in your lap or by your sides. And take a few slow, deep breaths in and out. And you have completed a kindness meditation. And as always, remember to reflect on how you feel and how you felt during it as well. It's really important to take this time to get in touch with your true inner self. By getting in touch with yourself, you can control your body and choose how you interpret and react to different experiences. Not only that, but you can harness your powers for insight, intuition, imagination, creativity, and intention. There's nothing more important for humans than to know themselves and to feel self-love. For mindfulness and meditation to be effective, you have to practice regularly. Take a few minutes each day, practicing a technique or two that you feel works for you. And maybe you want to build up a little bit more time that you spend with that practice as well. Our goal in meditating is to bring this mindfulness to the rest of our day and to incorporate it into our daily life. I hope that you enjoyed today's practice. I hope that you'll continue to reflect on the way it makes you feel. Thank you very much for joining today. You can subscribe to our channel so that you get notifications of our new videos. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.